Good evening, Math 7. The video for tonight is over two-step inequalities. Just so you know, I am recording this on my laptop, so hopefully the audio won't be so scratchy and all that. But the downside is you're gonna have to apologize if my handwriting isn't that good. I'm having to write everything with a mouse, so I'll try my best. So hopefully it won't be too bad. So let's get going. Obviously the goal of this video is for you to be able to solve two-step inequalities. And the thing with inequalities, just like before, it's solving a two-step inequality is just the same as solving a two-step equation. So that means we're going to do the inverse operations working backwards. You know, when the problem says add, we're going to subtract. But they also, remember, when we divide or multiply the inequality by a negative number, that symbol is going to switch. So it's going to go from greater than to less than, from less than and equal to greater than and equal to. So let us begin by solving and graphing 4x plus 2 is less than -6. Okay? So if you want, go ahead and pause the video if you think you can solve it on your own. If not, I'll run through this one together, and we'll have a couple that I will recommend that you pause the video and do yourself. So to begin, the first step is just subtracting 2 from both sides. So we have 4x plus 2 is less than -6. We're going to subtract 2 on both sides. It's going to cancel out that. And we'll be left with 4x is less than -8. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's what we have right now. And now we have 4 times some number is less than -8. So the opposite of multiplication is going to be division. So we're going to divide by 4. And we'll be left with x is less than -2. So that means every number that's less than -2 will make that original statement true. Now let's go ahead and graph it. We're going to come over here to -2. It's going to be an open circle because it's less than. We do not count -2, everything right up to it. And we're just going to go everything to the left of -2 is going to be less than. So there we go. There's the first problem. Hopefully those of you that did it on your own, hope you got it right. Now we're going to keep going. We're going to do another one. Same thing, solve it and graph it. Now we have -3x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 13. Okay, so step 1, inverse of operations, going backwards. We're going to do addition and subtraction first. So now we need to add 5 to both sides to get rid of that -5. Excuse me. Add 5. Cancels that one out. And we'll be left with -3x is greater than or equal to +18. Well, the next step, of course, we have a multiplication problem. Now we're going to divide. So -3x greater than 18. We want to get rid of this -3, so we're going to divide by -3. And when we divide by a negative number, that sign is going to switch. So now we're going to have x is less than or equal to -6. Once again, we're going to come down to our graph. We're going to go to -6 right here. It's going to be a closed circle. Every number x is any number less than -6 or equal to -6. So go off to the left. Alright, now I want you to do these on your own. So go ahead and pause the video, and when you unpause it, I will work through the problem. So go ahead and pause it now. Okay, so let's work through this one. First step, 5x minus 7 is greater than 8. So we're going to work backwards. We're going to get rid of this 7. So add 7 to both sides. Cancel that out. Left with 5x is greater than 15. We're going to keep going. So opposite of multiplication is division. We're going to divide by 5. Is any number divided by itself is just 1. And we'll be left with x is greater than 3. Come down here to the graph. Hopefully you can see that. We're going to go to 3. It's going to be an open circle on 3, and it's x is greater than 3. So any number to the right of 3 on the number line will make that statement true. Remember guys, if you're ever in doubt, go back and check. Plug in a number greater than 3 into this original problem. So 4 times 5 would be 20. 20 minus 7 would be 13. And that's, that's greater than 8. So that makes that statement true. Alright, last one. -6x plus 9 is less than or equal to 39. Go ahead, pause the video and do this one on your own. And when you come back, I'll work through it together. Alright, so first things first, we need to get rid of this 9. We need to get -6x by itself, so we're going to subtract 9 from both sides. When we do that, cancels. We are left with -6x is less than or equal to 30. Then we just have a multiplication problem, so we're going to divide by -6. And when we do that, we have to make sure we change the sign, or else this problem is not true. So now what we have left is x is greater than or equal to -5. And we're just going to come down here, we're going to find -5. Close circle. So x is greater than -5, so it's every number to the right. Alright, that's it. Yeah, we'll see you in class tomorrow. Hopefully you took good notes. Write down all of these examples, even the graphs. They will help come tomorrow and when you're looking back and studying. So make sure you write down everything. Alright, have a good evening.